Hello, everyone. We're at the new headquarters of Is That Clay by RJB Collections here in Moultrie. We are so happy to have this opportunity to find this little gem of a building, which used to be a house, which used to be, I think, a insurance agency, which used to be a construction office, and it was empty for a while. The people who have it now have opened it back up, and they bought it and put new roof on it and stuff. But all this other things they were going to work on over time, and then we came along and got a gem of an opportunity to have this as an office for our family business. Is That Clay, or Everything Rondivas LLC. So just wanted to walk y'all through it since we have some electricity now. And the other day it was rather dark, but Julian and I spent the day up here last Thursday working on it. You remember, if you saw in the first picture, there was a pile of stuff left by the last occupant. But we have all of that bagged up, ready to be taken out. We spent the whole day Thursday just opening the place up, vacuuming and cleaning, and making it a blank slate once again. So we are really excited about the opportunities we have as we keep cleaning and growing and getting our things in here and making our space. We can already kind of start envisioning where we want to work at, where we want to put our workstations at, how we want to use this cool backdrop of a fireplace back here, which doesn't work anymore. They had actually closed it in really pretty creatively with some little book nooks down there. But yeah, as you see, it's it was kind of left in a pretty rough state, but it has good bones to it, and we're going to make it ours. We already like the blue paint that's on the walls, but we're going to kind of jazz it up a little bit with some of that Is That Clay flair. Like I said, it's going to be the headquarters of Rondivas LLC, which is going to house Is That Clay, but will also house Rondivas beauty products as well. So Rondivas Beauty Bar is also going to be formulated here. So this main area is going to be our creative area and studio area for Is That Clay, where we'll be working at. We'll have our stations here. The boys will have their stations here. We're going to even make one. I even promised Jesse that he's going to have his own workspace finally. But we have already came up with a cool idea for these backdrops. They used to be windows, but they boarded them up, which is great because we're going to turn this into a entire mural or wrap this some kind of way with our logos to do lives in front of. So this on this side will be Is That Clay, and then when Rhonda does a live for Rondivas Beauty Bar, that's going to be over here. Tons of natural light, which we do not have at our house, just because we have these massive pecan trees that cover over us. So any light that we do have through the windows is usually shaded by 8-9 o'clock. So the lighting is not the best there, but this building has these very bright LED lights. So we're going to be happy to work here throughout the days. We got plenty of light in here, but the natural light actually lights this place up pretty good, probably all the way to about sundown, what me and Julian found out the other day. But this area right here will be our kind of cleanup area where we'll come clean our tiles, clean the bowls and stuff when we after we finish doing clay and everything, working with the clay and paint and stuff. That's something we don't have at home either. To be able to have that separate kind of wash up area for all of our brushes and stuff is going to be good. This used to be this used to also be a catering business, they said at one time. So they already had all these sinks in here, and as usual, when people don't clean over time, it leaves it kind of grungy. But Julian got in here and scrubbed the mess out of this thing the other day and got it looking pretty good. But I'm gonna come through here and kind of like tile and backsplash this a little bit so it looks really nice. We'll have our have a little refrigerator in here to store our stuff, so we're gonna be looking for one of those. So if anybody has a good deal on a refrigerator, let us know. We can definitely use that. But take you back here through this room. This one, we're not sure what this room is going to be as of yet, but it'll probably be Julian and Braylon's 3D printing studio, and maybe even their little studio where they come in and, when they want to sit and do their school and everything. So we'll have two more desk and seating areas in here where they can sit. But Braylon's 3D printer will be back here, so when he works on his CAD and all, he'll finally have his own space for that. And here is, the hallway goes to another bathroom and all. But this is the really, really neat space. This is going to be our storage space right here. You can kind of figure out why we're going to use this as storage. This is literally a bank vault. This thing is massive. It's decommissioned, so no one can be locked in or anything. But yeah, it's all blocked and bricked in. So, and it's really cool back here, no humidity. So these walls will have shelves on here, and this is going to be storage for all of the hair supplies and clay supplies. So this is the last room. Julian and I were just tired the other day, so we didn't get in here. But yeah, this is kind of like when we walked in and saw this. We had to give you a story on another building that we had looked at one time before, but it was just way too much to afford for our little business. But it too had a vault in it, and we had always envisioned, what we would do with a building with a vault in it. And this one's perfect space because from top to bottom, we can house and shelve everything in there, and then we can close it up. So if anything else happened to the building, our supplies and everything that we put so much money and investment into is going to be safe in there. So old bathroom in here, we blew this thing up and got it cleaned up really good. This room still needs some lighting done in here, so these lights need to be replaced. Haven't figured out what this one is going to be just yet, but it'll probably be our little sitting area where we do lunch and let Jesse have his little spot to play and rest when we're up here working during the day. And it'll kind of backdrop Rhonda's area. This is going to be her little nook where she'll do her formulations and all. She's never had a area to herself where she can do that. So this will give her that space to be able to do that in. So yeah, it's really cool. Let me show you, whoever's on this watching the video and still hanging in there with me, I'm going to show you this really cool, other cool thing about this house, building slash whatever it's been turned into over the years, is there is actually an upstairs. Now we cannot work up here because there's not a fire. Since it is deemed as commercial, there has to be a fire escape for you to actually work up here. So we're not going to be working up here, but as we're thinking, as we grow, this could also become some storage slash probably education area, but we won't be doing anything as far as working or anything. So everything's just kind of stay where it is for now. And, over the next year or so, we'll get up here and clean and vacuum it out. But this is really, really cool. Like once we got the lights on and everything, to come up here and see all these little nooks that they put into this house. I'm thinking this place probably has to be, it could be over 100 years old. This house, I would like to know the history behind it. There's some more little shelves back here. Another little room back here in the back. So if we ever do get an opportunity to work up here, like this is a place that could house our business for years to come. So we were very excited and very thankful, and we feel it was a blessing from our Heavenly Father that we were actually able to find somewhere that we could feel comfortable in, that we could afford, and really start kind of piecing everything together. But this room, this is probably my most favorite room. They took all the carpeting off of here, but this one overlooks the front of the building, and it's the little drive-through area up under here. So I have visions for this room. If we're ever able to be up here one day, I definitely would like to do something cool up here. But yeah, this place has tons of storage and space. But for right now, our central workspace, there's another room in here. No lights in here just yet, but this room is huge. And got a room in here, and then another room back there in the darkness somewhere. So thanks for coming on the walkthrough with me. I'm up here, had to come meet the owner, the landlord today. So I'm up here doing a little bit of finishing up and kind of working out the scope of work for our next little work day up here. But we'll be having some fun here. We're gonna paint the floors and add some little touches to it too that kind of match who we are as Is That Clay and Ron Divas. So make it really fun. And yeah, thanks for coming on the walk through with me today. Since the lights are on, we have electricity, and it's cool and nice and comfortable in here. That's another thing. It's super comfortable in here. The air hasn't been on all day, and it's still about 75 degrees, which is great for not having the air on all day. I wanted to test that and just see. It's not muggy anymore, not humid or kind of stuffy, but it's just right. So coming and testing it at different days. Like I said, Julie and I stayed up here all day the other day, and it was comfortable in here the whole time. But I don't want to yak anymore and let you guys get back to your day. Thank you for watching our video. Thanks for supporting us. Anyone who donated on our GoFundMe, we do not take that lightly at all. That was awesome, just to even have someone consider us to be worthy of just, hey, let me drop them a couple of dollars that would help, or $20, $30, whatever anyone did has went into last Thursday and getting this place ready. So all the supplies and chemicals they're able to get for cleaning and everything, you helped us to do that, and that's something we needed a break on that to be able to do. We're working so hard, and sometimes you just need a little bit of help, and that we want to really thank you for that. Everyone who's been praying for us, everyone who supported our businesses on both ends, whether it's with a word of encouragement or some advice, none of it's all of it's taken to heart, none of it's taken for granted. So thank you so much once again, and we hope to a lot of things. You guys take care, and thank you for watching. All right, bye-bye.